Imagine standing in the middle of a desolate, windswept desert in the American Southwest. The sun is beating down, and all you see for miles is red rock and ancient dust. But beneath your boots, hidden under layers of forgotten history, lies a secret that could rewrite every single textbook in our schools. This isn't a story about arrowheads or pottery. This is a story about high-tech alchemy. We are talking about an oil distillation setup found deep within a monument that defies logic itself. Why would anyone need to refine crude oil hundreds of years before the first official oil well was drilled in Pennsylvania? The answer is both terrifying and revolutionary. For decades, mainstream historians told us that the Industrial Revolution was a modern miracle. They told us that energy production began with coal and steam in the 18th century, but physical evidence found right here in America suggests a much older, much darker timeline. Look at these structures. Notice the precision of the stone cutting. Notice the staining on the interior vats. When scientists took samples from these sites, they didn't find water or grain. They found hydrocarbon residue. They found signs of exothermic reactions. In simple terms, someone was cooking oil here. They were refining it into a high-grade fuel that shouldn't have existed in the ancient world. Who were these ghost engineers of the past? And more importantly, where did they get the knowledge to build such a complex system? If you look at the geology of the area, it all starts to make sense. This site sits directly above a natural seep of petroleum. In the modern world, we spend billions of dollars on offshore rigs and massive refineries, but these ancient Americans had found a way to harness the Earth's energy using nothing but geometry and thermodynamics. It makes you wonder, if they had oil, what did they use it for? Was it for light in their massive underground cities? Was it for heat during the brutal winters? Or was it something far more advanced? Some researchers believe this forbidden oil was used to power machinery we haven't even discovered yet. We find legends in native folklore about shining lights that never went out, and cultural heroes who traveled in chariots of fire. Could these myths be literal descriptions of an oil-powered civilization? The more we look, the more evidence we find hidden in plain sight. But here is where the story gets chilling. Every time a discovery like this is made, it seems to disappear from the public record. Private collectors and shadow organizations swoop in to silence the find. They tell us it's just a natural formation. They tell us it's a ceremonial altar. But we know better. We can see the pipes. We can see the condensation chambers. We can see the industrial soot that has been baked into the walls for over 500 years. Why is the truth being suppressed? Is it because energy is the ultimate form of control? In America, our entire modern economy is built on the scarcity of fuel. If the world knew that ancient cultures could refine oil with simple and free technology, the entire global power structure would collapse overnight. This is forbidden knowledge because it represents freedom. It represents a way of living that doesn't depend on big oil or government grids. Think about the craftsmanship required to build an oil refinery inside a sacred monument. It shows a deep respect for the resource. Unlike our modern refineries that pollute and destroy, these ancient setups were integrated into the earth. They were harmonious, they were efficient, and they were perfectly hidden. As we walk through the shadows of this lost refinery, you can almost hear the hum of the machinery. You can almost smell the metallic tang of the oil being processed. This was a place of genius, a place where alchemy became reality. But what happened to the inventors? Did they realize the danger of their discovery? Did they see that oil would eventually lead to war and greed? Perhaps they chose to bury their technology to protect the future. Or perhaps they were eliminated by a rival power that wanted to keep the energy secret for themselves. There are records of sudden disappearances of entire tribes in the Southwest, sites left abandoned while the fires were still burning, tools left on the floor as if the workers just vanished. Whatever the case may be, the recognition of this tech is long overdue. We are not the smartest generation to ever walk the earth. We are simply the latest. And if we don't start listening to the stones of America, we might miss our chance to reclaim a history that was stolen from us. The forbidden oil is still there. It is pulsing beneath the Arizona sands. It is waiting in the caves of Utah. It is a silent witness to a time when America was the center of a technological golden age. Are we brave enough to uncover the rest? Are we ready to admit that our modern world is just a reboot of an ancient system? The signs are everywhere, from the UNESCO sites to the backyards of rural Nevada. The industrial past of the Americas is calling out to us. It's time to wake up. It's time to see the truth. If you want to be part of the revolution of hidden history, you need to stay tuned. We are traveling to the most remote corners of the country to bring you the evidence they don't want you to see. This is just the beginning of the energy wars. Make sure to like this video if you believe the past holds the key to our future. Comment below with your theories. Do you think this oil tech was alien or human? And most importantly, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a reveal. We are digging for the truth, and we won't stop until every forbidden secret is brought into the light. Thank you for watching. Thank you for seeking. And remember, the past is never truly dead. It's just waiting to be refined. See you in the next chapter of the American Mystery.